everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is part of a collab called Thoughtful Thursday, where I will be showing you some great cleaning motivation. I'll be cleaning 2 of my bathrooms. Also, I will be talking about a subject that is very important to me, about dreams. I'll be sharing with you some of my dreams and other inspirational talk about dreams along the way. So, this collab is hosted by our lovely friend Organized with Joy. We will have her channel linked in the description box below as well as the playlist, so please go check her out as well as the playlist. So if you're ready, let's get started. So I wanted to talk about dreams as my Thoughtful Thursday inspiration talk. Now, I know we all have dreams. I have dreams, you have dreams. And it doesn't matter what they are. If it's important to you and it matters, then it matters. It doesn't matter what anyone else says or what anyone else thinks, because I know how that feels. Because I have had a dream for a very long time to go to Comic-Con. And lately, well, there's a certain person that I remember being told that it's for boys, and that kind of stuff that I like is childish, because yes, I'm not afraid to say it, I'm a nerd. I like Superman and Star Wars and all that kind of stuff. And I remember the first time seeing Comic-Con on the TV. I was watching Entertainment Tonight. It was back in maybe like the late 90s-ish. And I grew up in rural Virginia, like 30-ish minutes west of Richmond. And back then, we didn't really have anything like that here. And when I saw it, it was San Diego Comic-Con, so it was in July. And I was in awe. Like, I had no idea something like that existed. And I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. And from that moment forward, I had vowed that I was going to go one day. Or at least one of those type of things. And then now, we have those here. I mean, they're not nearly as big as San Diego Comic-Con, but we do have them. So, ever since then, I've wanted to go. But for me, it would have much more value and have much more meaning if I went to one and was able to meet one of my favorite people. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's just who I am. I've always loved that kind of stuff. I mean, my dad and I used to watch The Adventures of Superman with George Reeves all the time growing up. The one from the 50s. You know, the one where he would go in the phone booth as Clark and come out as Superman. We used to watch that all the time. We watched Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman. And then, my favorite show right now is on CW, which I encourage everyone to check out if you like this kind of stuff. It's actually called Superman and Lois. And the past season, there's 3 seasons so far, and they're on Max right now, so check it out. Season 4 will be out sometime next year. Anyway, but that's been one of my biggest dreams for a long time, and I don't have a lot of dreams. That's just one of my biggest dreams. Another one I have is I've wanted an Etsy shop, because I'm creative and I make art and all kinds of stuff like that. And that's 2 of my biggest dreams, basically. And it doesn't take much to make me happy, really. But that's just something that I've wanted for as long as I can remember, and being told that the stuff I like that kind of stuff, is childish, and I'm basically too old to like it, and that Comic-Con and stuff like that is for boys. It hurt. I'd never believed it, but it still hurt. And you shouldn't let anyone tear your dreams down like that. It will hurt, but you still shouldn't believe it. If you want it badly enough, then just keep on. You know, if you're not hurting anyone by having, you know, those kind of dreams or anything like that, it's not hurting anyone, it's not hurting yourself, then what does it matter? It doesn't matter what you like or what your dreams are. Nobody has the right to make fun of you or put you down for that. And that's basically what it comes down to for me. And I've always had very low self-esteem and self-confidence when it comes to stuff like that. So it would hurt. I used to be way more sensitive than it is now, and I used to let things bother me way more than I do now. So yeah, it used to knock me down a lot when I would hear stuff like that. But like I said, you have dreams, I have dreams, we all have dreams. And nobody has the right to take that away from you or me or anyone. Just, you know, keep on believing, keep on hoping, and keep on doing whatever you can to make it happen. You know, for me, it's more of a money issue at the moment, and a little bit of anxiety, because, you know, it holds me back, but, you know, so, for me, it was hard to talk about this the first time, because it took me a while to get the courage to talk about it because of my anxiety. I always get the what ifs in my head. But anyway, like I said, you shouldn't let anyone take your dreams away from you. Because if it's important to you, then it's important. And that's all that matters. So, you know, yeah, this one, it's kind of an important topic for me because, like I said, I've had this dream for a very long time, and I'm still holding out hope that it will come true one day. So, that's just me. And, you know, yeah, but it's hard for me to talk about stuff like this because I have to get the courage to do it. And so, and I finally did, and that's what I'm talking to you about now. But yeah, dreams are very important to everyone. Everyone has dreams. And it's just a part of human life, you know, human nature. And we are who we are. And me, like I said, I'm a girl nerd, and I always have been. I've always liked, you know, like superheroes, and Superman, and Star Wars, and, you know, shows like Charmed and Once Upon a Time, you know, fantasy stuff. I don't know why. I've always been drawn to that kind of stuff. But X-Files is a good one too, by the way. Anyway, but yeah, so when I first saw that on TV Comic-Con, I mean, I was just like, I had no idea it existed, really. Anyway, but that's basically what I wanted to say about dreams, really, is that they are very important, and no one has the right to make you feel like you're not. And I'm kind of repeating myself, but I'm thinking off the top of my head, and sometimes it's a little hard to do. So, yeah. But, I mean, deep down, it's just something that I've always wanted. I've always wanted to experience that life, you know? I just thought it was so cool. And I don't know. But I've always been kind of different, really. You know? Me, I've always liked both. You know, I had the dolls and the Barbies and all that kind of stuff, but I also had Hot Wheels and Tonka trucks and all that kind of stuff. I was both. Always been both. You know? And back then, it didn't matter. But then, as I got older, especially more around time now, because of a certain person, all of a sudden it matters. And it's boy stuff, you know, when it shouldn't. But, like I said, you shouldn't let anyone, you know, no one has the right to make fun of your dreams or take them away from you or make you feel like it's not important to you when it is. I mean, I remember when a couple years ago Because I have to have a calendar on my wall. I don't know why. I've had a calendar on my wall every year for years. And it's weird if I don't. So I get one every year. And this one calendar I got was the Star Wars calendar. And it came from Amazon. Because that's where I got it from. And a certain person was sitting in the living room when it came. And of course, being nosy, they had to know what I bought. And when I said it was a Star Wars calendar, I was walking away. And she said, what is she, 12? Is that kind of stuff. Like, what does it matter? It's not like, I never understood that, you know? Like, I never understood why it bothered that person so much that I like certain things that were different from her. But she's like that, you know? She will make fun of anyone who is different from her, basically. But I'm not really going to go into details about that. But yeah. So yeah, it hurts. It's hurt before. But I never believe it. But, like I said, if it matters to you, it matters. And your dreams are your dreams. And nobody has the right to make you feel bad about them or take them away or anything like that. Again, and yes, I know I'm repeating myself, but again, I'm thinking off the top of my head. And it takes a second sometimes, because that's how my brain works. So, but, I don't really know what else to say about that. So, yeah. But yeah, it's just a meaningful topic to me, just because of, like I said, what's been said to me about it and how I've been made to feel. I know what it's like to have to hide parts of yourself, parts of your real self, because of certain people who, if they see it, they will make fun of you for it and tear you down and judge you. And so I just hide it. I always have, you know? So, like me, I can't really be 100% myself unless I am alone. You know? Always been like that. For as long as I can remember, anyway. You know? Because I'm different. But everyone's different. And that's what makes us all unique, really. But we shouldn't have to hide who we are, but sometimes we have to. Because of being judged by certain people, and you have no idea how they're going to react. You know? So I have to do that. Not as much anymore because this person doesn't live here anymore, thankfully. But sometimes I still have to. You know. It's just who I am. And you are just who you are. And, you know, like I said, it shouldn't matter. You're not hurting anyone, you're not hurting yourself. So why does it matter so much to certain people what we like, who we like, what we love, who we love, you know? That part I never understood really, is why it bothers certain people so much when it has no effect on them whatsoever. I never understood, and I don't think I ever will understand. But just keep on, you know, keep on being you. Keep on dreaming your dreams and hold on to them, because it's part of who you are. And someday, your dreams will come true. Just like I'm hoping someday mine will too. And I will finally get to experience Comic-Con. Because that would be so cool. But like I said, for me, it would just have more value and more meaning if I went to Comic-Con and was able to meet one of my favorite people. Which is one of the other reasons why I haven't really pressed about going to one yet. Because I was holding out for that opportunity. I don't know. Because I don't have the kind of money like other people do who can just go to Comic-Cons anytime. So that's why I was kind of holding out, really. One of the reasons, anyway. But yeah. So, those are basically my thoughts that I've been wanting to share about my dreams and how you know, what my dreams are, and then your dreams, because like I said, everyone has them, we all have them, and they're part of us. They are who we are, you know, and it's not wrong. It is never wrong. Don't let anyone make you feel like they are wrong, because they're not. Your dreams are your dreams, and they will come true as long as we have the courage to pursue them. And sometimes that is really hard. Sometimes, you know, being strong is really hard, you know. Sometimes not letting certain things that are said to us is hard, because I've been there. But you just have to keep holding on. And again, I know that's hard as well, because it's hard for me sometimes. But, you know, it is what it is. So, I hope that this gave you some inspiration and motivation to keep your dreams alive, keep a hope, and know that your dreams are not wrong. You're valid, and your dreams are valid, and that no matter what anyone says, don't let it discourage you from your dreams, as hard as it can be, because I've been there. But yeah, because like I said, they're a part of us. They're who we are, you know. It's part of life. Everyone has dreams, and some people are just that miserable with their own lives and think that they are better than everyone else, and that they know better than anyone else, and it drives me absolutely crazy. But it is what it is. So for me, I try to let it go in one ear out the other, but it does sting sometimes. But I don't let it take away from the things that make me happy. I don't care. I'm always gonna love Superman and Star Wars and all that kind of stuff, and I'm not gonna let anyone take that joy away from me, no matter what. Anyway, okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this little talk about dreams, and I hope it gave you some inspiration. But now I'm gonna leave you with the rest of my cleaning to give you some cleaning motivation and inspiration. So, here we go. really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to click the little bell icon so you know when next video is coming out. And as always, all of our social media is linked in the description box below. And don't forget to check out the Thoughtful Thursday playlist and our wonderful friend Joy's channel, Organized with Joy. Thank you for watching.